Yeah. In this video I was starting or building this colt, and in ground work or leading, before riding the horse or before leading him for riding him, the most important thing in my opinion in the exercise is the exercises of desensitizing or real trust or gaining the horse's trust. The idea, as I said before in many other videos here, is to let the horse know that the hand reaction when he spooks, when he's afraid, is correct. It's not just about letting him get used to the spooky stuff, because that's something that everyone can do. I want him to know that my hand's reaction, my body language, when he feels it, when he spooks, when he wants to bolt, when he wants to run away, is correct. Because when you ride him, when you put the saddle for the first time, when you brush him for the first time, when you shoe him for the first time, trim his hooves for the first time, or whatever, anything important that you have to do with the horse, when you do it for the first time, the horse, with all of us, will refuse it, will say no, will try to spook and run away. If he knows that every single time he feels something new, because it's his nature to feel anything new to him, when he knows that every single time he feels something new, I prove to him these points, that a new scary object did not hurt you. My hand reaction when you feared it, when you were afraid, when you spooked, was correct. Why should you be afraid? Why should you run away? The reason for running away is gone. So I don't want him to stop being afraid or to stop spooking. I want him to know that spooking or not, being afraid or not, doesn't change the fact that I will control you. So fear it or don't fear it, I will control you because my hand reaction is correct. Other ways of riding have two options. The wrong ones, in my opinion, scare the horse with the same object, but the hand reaction is completely wrong. They use strength, they want to stop the horse by using strength and muscles. In this case, the horse will know that your hand reaction or body language was completely wrong. So he will connect between the spooky thing or the scary thing and your wrong, bad hand reaction. So he will get worse with time instead of getting better. So he will fear more stuff, he will fear the same object more, not less, and he will get worse, not better. And every single time he sees something new, he will fear it more because he expects a wrong hand reaction. Yes, he knows the spooky thing will not hurt him, but he knows that your hand reaction will be completely wrong and bad when he feels it. The other option is in the other good ways of riding. They give him a good reaction, but it's not the exact hand reaction I want. So it's an acceptable hand reaction, and in their ways of riding, the horse will know that the spooky thing was not really painful. The hand reaction was acceptable, so he will run away, he will bolt, he will buck, but with time he will get used to the spooky thing, then will stop. So you will control him as soon as he stops being afraid or as soon as he stops spooking. So he must get used to the spooky thing first, then he will give you what you want. In my way of riding, I want to control him even when he's afraid. So three options: wrong ways of riding, correct ways of riding, and in my opinion, the best way of riding. The best way of riding is controlling him even when he's afraid. The other ways of riding, do not control him or control him after he stops being afraid. So I want to control him, not just make him get used to the spooky object.